Hello, Professor Cawthorn. This is my video for week 10. It's once again on learning more about screen scraping, and the video for this week is essentially to explain what I learned about screen scraping. So here it goes. These two programs are the ones that you provided for us. You essentially told us to read through them, try to get to understand them. So I essentially went through. I, for the most part, get the purpose of the program. I wasn't essentially able to get it to work properly. I'm still working through that for the look into HTML file. Then this is your scrape test program. I essentially got what you're trying to say there with the American Civil War and what you were going to essentially use to do with it to get information on the American Civil War, and then be able to put it into another document and essentially be able to use that. And what I learned throughout the readings for this week were a lot of the applications that people use screen scraping for that can be particularly useful. And one of the ones I actually found to be the most interesting were when it comes to HTML, specifically to HTML, where people will take the HTML source code from a website they want to like emulate, to basically use as like their base for what they want to build on, and to create their own unique website, but in a way that they screen or they web scrape essentially from their website the base HTML, just the source code, and they use it as basically, for lack of a better term, a skeleton for essentially a new website. And I found that kind of interesting because I can imagine that definitely saves web developers an immense amount of time when it comes to creating similar websites. If they work freelance and they make them for different clients, I can imagine that's an immense tool to be able to save them monumental amounts of time to build these websites for them that all carry the same general function, just they look slightly different essentially in the preference of the well, in this case, the buyer. What I have on my screen now is a program that I copied from online. I believe it was a link you provided us to. It was andythemoron.com. He's, as you probably obviously know, a blogger that just teaches about Python and just programming in general. So I copied his program down just to use as a reference in the future for whenever I want to do screen scraping for purposes of just personal use in general. But yeah, essentially, that's for the most part what I learned about screen scraping. I learned a little bit more about Beautiful Soup and how it works and how to make a soup. I can't think of the word right now. A soup item essentially to create that and to be able to use it. Um, and that's just about what I've learned for this week for screen scraping. And that's my video. Thank you.